This isn't just another real estate story. It's about believing in something different, seeing a vision that didn't exist, and being able to build it. I'm Alexis Hersig, and I co-founded the Powerhouse Partners for those who have always known they were meant to do things differently, for the ones who know there's more out there waiting for them. When I started my real estate business, I was in a brand new city in a time with so many unknowns, no safety net, no name recognition, and no community to fall back on. What I did have is a vision, a work ethic, and a heart that cared way too much to quit. I worked night and day for every client, ensuring I made their dreams of homeownership come true. Hustle, that part came easy. I've never been afraid to work hard, but I started to ask myself, if I'm doing what every other realtor is doing, how will I ever stand out? I stopped listening to business advice that didn't resonate with me, and I doubled down on connection, on consistency, on showing up with purpose, even when no one was watching. And that's when everything started to click. When I realized I could build a successful business, I knew I could teach others to do it too. Businesses that felt personal and even more powerful. And that's when the idea of a collective was born. Because the truth is, closing deals, snagging listings, that's not only what a real estate career is about in my eyes. This career is about relationships, not only with buyers and sellers, but with each other as agents more than anything. It's about community that you surround yourself with that leads to your success. Postcards, cold calls, door knocking. Most of the time, this is advice from people who haven't sold a house in years, if ever. Somewhere along the way, grinding and hustling of these outdated methods, agents lose their spark. I can't tell you how many agents I've talked to who have felt stuck, not because they're not trying, but because they're doing what they were told that works. That's why I built a collective to help agents build businesses that actually work for them. Why am I an agent giving this all away? I believe in community over competition. I believe in abundance. I believe that when agents stop following someone else's version of success and start building in a way that feels aligned to themselves, that's when they stop burning out and start breaking through. Once I saw what was possible, once I watched them start to grow in their own way, I knew a collective could impact so many more agents, but I knew I couldn't do it alone. So I partnered with someone who shared the same heartbeat, someone who matched my fire, my vision, and my obsession with empowering agents to reach their full potential. Alex and I are proof that two agents who could have chosen to consider themselves competitors can come together to create something even stronger. Together, we created the Powerhouse Partners. Because at the Powerhouse Partners, we don't just teach you one way, we teach you to find your way, and then giving you the tools, the strategy, and the support to run with it. Our mission is simple: to build a place where agents feel seen, supported, and completely free to grow a successful business that feels like themselves. If I could talk to my younger self, the girl who moved to a new city in her early 20s, a place full of strangers with just two things, my dreams and my real estate license, I'd look at her and say, "You did it. You made your mark on the real estate industry and you built a place for agents to belong." That feeling never gets old, watching someone step into who they were always meant to be. When a realtor says, "I finally feel like I belong," or "You're the reason I didn't quit," it brings me right back to the beginning, to the girl who just wanted to feel like she didn't have to do this alone. And now she's the reason that someone feels the power to keep going and try new things. That's the kind of impact you can't measure. That's what keeps me showing up. This isn't just my story anymore, it's ours, and it's only getting bigger. We're here to change the way your real estate career is built with strategy, creativity, and community at the core. We're creating a space for agents to grow on their own terms, to build lives they're proud of, to finally do business their way and succeed doing it. It's about the way it feels to finally find your place, the shift that happens when you stop chasing someone else's path and start building your own. Because let's be honest, you've probably heard it all before. They told you what you wanted to hear, and we built what you actually needed.